Merry Christmas everyone, and happy holidays as well. So, quick story, I was actually planning on going out and getting a Santa hat for this video because I thought it'd be like a nice little Christmassy cheer thing, but then I remembered I had this accursed thing, so I mean, I guess, despite the fact I couldn't find a Santa hat, I feel like this is a reasonably good replacement. I'm making this video for a couple different reasons, but first and foremost, it's just to say thank you to everyone who's joined us over 2020, especially over the last 3 months with the diesel patches video blowing up. We've done pretty well actually. For a channel of my size, we've grown about 10% each month, well actually a bit more, which again is significant for a channel of my size. So despite the fact that for the vast majority of the planet this year's pretty much been a wash, for me personally it's actually been pretty encouraging, honestly. It's really nice to make stuff that you think is decent or that fulfills you in some way and have other people come to it, even if it's only a small number, and seemingly enjoy it. But one thing I do think is important when it comes to the type of content I make, especially the particularly critical stuff. So when I'm looking at a response video or when I'm looking at a certain YouTube channel and criticizing them in some way, I also think it's very important for people not to get sucked into this kind of hateful circle where you just do nothing but criticize other people and constantly rag on other channels. I also think it's incredibly important to put out positive examples of things that you think people are doing well. And as a result, I had an idea for a series a long time ago where I essentially just review people's channels. It makes sense based on the kind of content I make that I would move on to this. But obviously in reviewing other channels, I would, bring up channels that I think are particularly good. The only reason I haven't done this as of yet is because I feel like it makes more sense to do this when I'm somewhat larger and have like at least a couple hundred viewers, so that any recommendation I make to my viewer base will actually send over some people to the channel to check out. However, while I was thinking of ideas for a Christmas video, I thought it made a lot of sense to spread a bit of the Christmas cheer and just give somebody a shout out who I thought deserved it. Now, firstly, I will say that this year there certainly wasn't a shortage of new YouTube channels I found and ended up loving, but a lot of these are already somewhat larger channels. So with the criteria of an underrated or underappreciated channel in mind, there really for me was just one choice. This channel has a unique aesthetic that's all its own. He makes his own beats for the channel, and not only that, he's only been around for 2 years and already makes videos, in my opinion, significantly better than the vast majority of YouTube. So the guy you're watching right now is called Timbah.On.Toast. He basically makes journalistic pieces centered around some sort of interesting character or a particular article or something along those lines and presents it in his very unique but still very factual way. So within his 2 years of making YouTube videos, he's only actually made 11 videos. However, I gotta say, they're all of incredibly high quality, and they also include a 4-part series on Project Veritas, which has turned into one of my favourite YouTube video pieces possibly ever. What I really love about this guy is that you can really tell that he's spent a lot of time considering exactly how he wants to present himself along with the information. And not only do I find it informative, but like I said, I think his personality really comes through in spades, even if it is somewhat toned down. But I think the single strongest element of any of his videos is when he's clearly incredibly passionate about a certain subject, and I think this comes through best on his video about Flirtad, who's a grime artist that I was not aware of before this point. On this video, he brings a ton of his knowledge about grime to the table, so it's super informative in that sense. But not only that, he reinforces Flirtad's incredibly strange and out of the ordinary style, and he manages to do this almost entirely via aesthetic choices and the way he chooses to present things in the video. Another thing I really enjoy about his videos is that he almost never interjects his own opinions into the videos, at least while he's presenting the factual information. So say he's making a video about a particular article, he'll present all of the facts of the article in about as unbiased a way as possible, and then go on to explain what he personally believes about the subject. And for the record, I don't even think it's bad to interject your personal opinion on a subject matter. It just suits his particular style of video making incredibly well to keep the two somewhat separate. And that pretty much concludes our video. I know it was a short one, it wasn't like a proper deep dive on Timbah.On.Toast's channel, but I hope you've seen enough to go check out his channel regardless. I genuinely think his work is incredibly entertaining, and Lord knows he makes significantly better content than me, so you really deserve to check out his channel, if nothing else for the effort he puts in. And with that, I'll just say happy Christmas and happy holidays. I hope you all have a wonderful break, and I'll see you all around in 2020.